Don Jr.'s April. Let's take a look. Don Jr. What is your April going to be like? All right, pause. Drink cold coffee. Okay, Don Jr. The Chariot. Moving forward, got a little victory, some self-discipline. The Three of Cups. Celebration. Something's good going to happen in your life. Well, let's see the surrounding energy first. Okay, yeah. Ten of Swords. There is a loss and defeat to something. You started with victory and celebration. So maybe there is some, well, you know what, let's keep going. Let's keep going. There's the Death card. Something changes in a major way. There's the Empress. That is your start. That's your birth, your motherly energy. And then the Lover's card. Ew. Now I'm going to do Ivana's April too. I hope that doesn't mean something bad's happening to her, because I get the Mother and then all these change and death cards. The World is in your fear. What's in your hopes? Beam me up, Scotty. Why? Oh, why? Gives one pause for thought. Five of Coins is like the being shunned, being thrown out by the institutions. It's also the card I use for disease. Since you are a person who is ill and they throw you out. Yeah, I don't know. Why would that be something you would hope for? So let's come back to that. Maybe you are hoping for like a dismantling of the system. Because mind you, this is not a predictive card. This is just something they hope for come whatever. In the environment is the Wheel of Fortune. Fate and destiny. So the inevitable. And your word of warning is the Emperor. Mind the strings. Mind the puppeteering. And that's your word of warning. Your word of solace is the Star. There is hope for you too. I pulled that for Jared. And your outcome is the Four of Swords. This is the Retreat card. The Pull Back card, that's also my mental illness card. So that's the disease is the Five of Coins and the Four of Swords is my mental illness. For those who didn't have my notes, for those who do, that's if you ever wanted to do like readings as far as my definitions go on health, that's what I use. Anywho, let's see where we got here. You have cold coffee. You have the Chariot, victory, triumph, moving forward, celebration of some sort. Everything's good, nothing to see here. Moving forward, everything's great, everything's grand. What are you looking at? All the swords in my bag, what do you mean? There's something about loss around the motherly energy, around the start, around the birth. I got you. So whatever it is you started, I have to talk that through. Whatever it is you started, with whoever it is you started it with. Because he didn't start the Trump Foundation, but whatever it is, if it's that Moscow meeting, whatever it is, it's about to change in a major way. Now, I'm going to use the word transition. The reason it's going to transition is because it went from one spot to another. But the transition was not a fluke, it was natural. This is the way it was inevitably, how do you say that? Inevitably going to change. The wheel of fortune is an inevitable thing. Just like death. It changes everything. You literally go from alive to dead. And then from body to dust. So you have an inevitable change, but a major change in a transition. So whatever it is that you've aligned yourself with, and whoever you have aligned yourself with, all of that is about to change, and there is a defeat a-coming. And like I said in that other video with this Ten of Swords card, the whole world's going to be able to see. But you are going to switch out and switch off, but, you know, too bad. Inevitable change. What you fear is the world. Like I said, the whole world's going to be able to see. That's what you fear. You fear the judgment of the world. You should fear jail more, but anywho, you fear the world. But you also, these cards sort of have similar meanings. This is the big picture. This one here, the world, that's the big picture. This is also a big change. Not a big change as in death, even though death is a major change, as in from alive to dead. The Wheel of Fortune is more of a big change as in New York to Boston. Or no, Oklahoma to New York. There's 3 million people in the entire state of Oklahoma. 3 million people in the entire state of Oklahoma. There are 3 million people in one apartment in New York. So it's like going from Oklahoma to New York. That's the big change. The major change is if you went from Oklahoma to heaven. So that's the major change. This is just the big change. And then this is the completion. So all of these cards have the same theme. You went into a transition mode because whatever you were doing with whoever you were aligned with has an inevitable change, says the Wheel of Fortune. That's what's in your environment. So this is how this was going to go, and you could not stop it. The only way, because you can change fate. Like I always say, if I say you're going to knock something over in 2 minutes and you take it out the room and 2 minutes later, you can't have not knocked it over. So you can change it. If you know ahead of time, forewarned is forearmed. Once you become aware, you become responsible. All of the other tropes that I say, you can change this. You could have changed this. Because the Wheel of Fortune tells you it's inevitable, so it's going to change. However, all you had to do was not the wrong thing. And then you could have changed it. Do you see what I mean? You started this alignment with the wrong people, and you should have said, you know what, this sounds a little crazy. Let me get out this room. But you didn't do that. Anywho, moving on. This is your hopes. Now, I don't know why you would hope to be shunned, but maybe you just hope someone else will take the blame, will take the fall. Or maybe we'll just go into the image. Maybe you hope someone will help you out. Maybe you're hoping, okay. See, like I say, sometimes I don't really go into the images, but let's go into the images here. There's a reason I switched decks. That's why. Okay, because I was just going to do the anywho, moving on. This is a religious institution of some sort, or institution that has shunned these people. On most Five of Pentacles cards, it shows like stained glass, which is like something a little more holier than thou or holier than you. And the reason I use this for my disease card is because the institutions have thrown you out because of your condition. You're either poor or whatever. So you're seen as the other. Maybe you're hoping they will help you. Maybe you're hoping they will take you back. Maybe you're hoping that you can get in, that there's room at the end for you and Mary. Maybe that's what you're hoping for. That's why that's in your hopes. But I don't know. That was just speculation because I don't know why you would have that in your hopes. But anywho, in your environment was that Wheel of Fortune. Now your word of warning is the Emperor. The Emperor is the Conqueror card. It's also the Authority card. But like we did with the images, mind the puppeteering. Whoever's holding your strings, that's your word of warning. Whoever you have aligned yourself with, that's your word of warning. Whoever this card is called the Protector in this deck, but the Empress. Whoever is the Protector. Whoever is the Mastermind, that's your word of warning. Your word of solace is the Star. There is some hope for you. And you have to sit this one out. And sit this one out not as in just go away and retreat, as in bare your soul and then let the chips fall where they may. This is the Four of Swords. This is the retreat card. You either need to go and get a game plan together, or you just need to tell the truth for once in your stinking life. And then hope that the book that they throw at you is not so big that it leaves a scar. Now, Don Jr., let's keep going with you. The Guide of Cups. Again, this has to be a family lawyer. I did Jared and Ivanka. They both got the Queen of Cups. This has got to be somebody y'all know. Or somebody you are about to meet, or somebody of some sort of significance. Because I can almost guarantee you, the cards that are going to be underneath this person are some sort of strength and protection cards. Because that's what Ivanka or the Ace of Cups. That's what they both got. Six of Wands. She got that too. Jared did underneath the Queen of Cups. Elevated, celebrated person. Exalted. But you get the Tower. It's always different with you because I think you're more implicated than anybody else. Revelation is also what this is called in this deck. So around the important person, that's Don Jr., there is a revelation. Two of Pentacles, balance in the midst of chaos. And the Sun, revelation meets illumination. The Tower in the ending meets the Sun. And remember, now let's also go back. A little digression. Not digression, but kind of digression. Remember I said this is sort of a sit it out, bare your soul. In this deck, there's no accidents when it comes to these cards. Anywho. This child, because this deck is called the Gay Tarot. I never show you the box because I don't have it. This is called the Gay Tarot. This child here is revealing to his parents that he is gay. This is the Tower. So it's sort of like the shattering of the image of what life used to be for these people. Bearing your soul is what you need to do, even if it hurts. Don Jr. That's what you need to do. You got to come clean at some point, child. 5 of Cups, disappointment and regret. Underneath the exalted person. Mind you, the way you became exalted is just to be born a Trump, but that's your downfall right now. Because you didn't take the Tiffany route, you took the Donald route. The Knight of Cups. Under your revelation, under your tower, is the one who is supposed to come save the day. My Knight in Shining Armor card, because this is the person who saves the day. This is the one who comes charging in. But mind you, in most decks, it's just the person of charm and romance and wit and all that. But in here, he's trying to literally save the day, trying to put out the fire. Right under your tower, trying to put out the fire that all the doom and destruction of the tower has caused. Under the 2 of Pentacles is the 7 of Pentacles. So in the midst of chaos, you must balance. But this is also a patience card. You have to learn to be patient with this system. Even all of us. We want Donald gone as of 2016. I understand. But there is a natural patience and a natural inevitability to things that have to go on. Remember my reading, why Donald, why now? Because he has to give us the new outlook. We have to look at things differently. Anywho, back to this. Under the Sun is the indecision. So the 2 of Swords. So right after your destruction is illumination. This is what you need to do. Something is even going to tell you that. Something, a little soft voice in the stillness of the moment is going to tell you. Tell the truth. Even if it hurts. Even if it's awful. Even if it's like the worst thing that anybody has ever heard. At least you no longer walk around with it. For your sake. For your sake. We don't really need your confession. The investigators do. For your sake. Just tell the truth. That's where you are right there. Indecision. Just tell the truth. We'll see what comes underneath it, but that's what it's telling you. The tarot is trying to give you some advice. Underneath your regret is the Magician. You do have the skills that you need to repair this. Not cover up what you've done or repair the relationship with America, but there's something, just something to you that you have the skills for. The 8 of Wands, the communication. Gift of gab, y'all do have. Well, you really don't, actually. Your dad has it. Because your dad would have never said nothing burger. But anywho, communication. But this is also something quick. So I think once March hits, it's going to be with the Revelation card and that whole lightning from the sky. Because mind you, the 8 of Wands is like a quick card. It means rapid. So this is just, it's going to come at you like a ton of bricks. But under your patience is the balance. Now, the reason I didn't say justice, because this is what this is. The reason I didn't say justice is because this is a lack of balance. The 2 of Wands or 2 of Pentacles is a card that is telling you in the midst of chaos, you need balance. It is an advice card. Be balanced. Be zen. Be balanced in the midst of chaos. Be patient. Be temperate. Be an adult. Those who waiteth on the Lord. But you must also be balanced. This is just reiterating. Be balanced. However, that's this way. This way is telling you that the smoke screens is going to hit you rapidly. This is all coming all at once. For whatever it is that you were involved in, The Justice cards awaits. And then the Four of Cups, an offer comes right after that. Because the Four of Cups comes underneath your Two of Swords, which makes absolute perfect sense. The illumination after the destruction, because after the destruction is your lack of balance card. Then illumination, everything's clear now. Two of Swords, what are you going to do? Four of Cups, here's an offer. Under your skills is the Empress. Not the Empress, but it's called intuitive, but it's the High Priestess. It is the High Priestess. Under your skills, now mind you, the Magician also casts illusions. The High Priestess is about secrets. It's about mystery. The uncovered truth. Not uncovered, the covered truth. Now, under the quickness is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is also a rapid card. You're getting a lot of cards that indicate the exact same thing. You got the transition with the Death card. You got the inevitability and the big change, and then more transition with the Wheel of Fortune. You got more big change, big picture transition with the World card. You got the Secrets, and then Secrets, sort of like casting illusions, and then the illusionary Empress. You got the Eight of Wands, which means quick and rapid. You got the Knight of Swords, which means haste. Underneath your Judgment is the Nine of Cups. This can be read two ways. The Nine of Cups is a desires card, or it could be a wishful thinking. And they could be one and the same. The thing you desire is something that is just wishful thinking. But since we got the Secrets and then the haste and then the Nine of Cups, let's see what's on the side of it. Walking away. Eight of Cups. I believe that is wishful thinking then, because it comes up right under your offer. So right under your offer, you either take it or leave it. This looks like a leaving it. Pride coming before the fall, Dawn. Just so you know. I hate that phrase, just so you know, but just so you know. Because the people usually say that to people who already know. Just so you know, you can't go that way. There's a sign saying you can't go that way, so mind your business. But, Dawn. Rapid motion. It's coming for you. There's an offer. Looks like you're going to leave it. Pride coming before the fall. The Man of Cups, because you're still waiting on that person to save the day. You are the person you are waiting for. No one's coming to save you, Dawn. This is a fire you have to put out yourself. So either suit up or shut up. You can plead the fifth and go to jail. You can plead insanity, go in the hospital. Or you can plead for your life and save the last little shreds of dignity that you have. Being a Trump is no badge of honor. Being in jail is hell.